It's safe to say that some gacha games on the market take the design and interactivity of their playable characters a lot more seriously.
What game
than
is
others.
this?
And Girls Frontline 2.
I'm gonna leave that right there. Back to the video. Alright. What's good, man? It's me, Stizz. You already know who it is. I'm back at you again. Another reaction video, bro. Today we got something that's been highly controversial in the goddamn the anime community, all that type of shit. The fictional community. We got a death battle. We got fucking Spiderman, Miles Morales at that, versus Deku. I honestly don't even know. I've been seeing this on Twitter all day. Seeing people talk about it on Twitter. I don't know who gonna win. If I'm being real, I don't know who gonna win. Like in the video, Death battle be pulling some bullshit sometimes. But in my personal opinion, come on now, bro. Deku, we seen Deku punch fields away in the goddamn manga. We seen him. Did he punch a hole through a mountain or punch through a mountain? We see Deku move fast as shit, faster than fucking bullets, the sniper bullets, with Fajin and Black Whip. And Miles supposed to keep up with that? Let's get into it, bro. I ain't got too much else to say. Let's get right into it, cause this finna be some shit. Make sure shit the crispiest quality. Put my cam down here. Let me turn that shit. Alright, we good. Fuck that motherfucker. Alright, let's go.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
It's not even, bro.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to
It's not a fair battle at all.
And skills to find out who will win a death battle.
Deku literally beat him in every stat.
Alright, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers,
So it's not Miles?
Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now, he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events.
Miles 5'8", 17, free to artist, hero of Anansi. Fuck is that? Champions, Ultimate Avengers, likes this canon? This likes canon events, game spot, Paul.
Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction.
Hey, that buff Green Goblin, that buff Green Goblin is a demon. It's not too many niggas know about the big ass Green Goblin. That one is a fucking demon.
He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their web shooters.
Powers, nano mesh vibranium suit. I didn't know he had that. Wakandan web shooters. Alright, okay. I get it, okay. Spider powers, super strength, the regular shit, radar, spider sense. I didn't know about that. Invisibility, okay. Venom powers, yeah, we know all this from the fucking game. Absorption, overdrive, bioelectric, webs, venom, saber. I ain't know he had that neither.
Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Say you swear to
made
God.
for anyone within a
I don't even know why I get ads, bro. Ad blocker don't do
Spider
shit.
had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy.
I mean, the name makes sense though,
effective
right?
against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was
That's
this?
crazy.
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles.
Fuck
pun
no,
intended.
flying spiders in real life.
Whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a
Okay.
match for him.
Holy
He absorbed
upscale.
the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
These niggas doing
Getting
math.
kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be
Come on,
near
man.
it when
What are you
it
doing?
does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here.
Both of y'all.
He used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other
Fucked
city
him
have
up.
to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities,
Fire.
Miles has
Anybody would do that.
managed to live up to his predecessors.
If you had electricity
No longer
powers,
standing in the
you gonna do
shadow,
what you
but
do.
Side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
Blew up a
There's anime spider
symbiote
people,
dragon.
robot spider
Alright.
people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero. But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace. All Might.
The big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might, but even his
24
idol told
post
him that
times,
he
yeah.
would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever
Look at
the
these,
Beta Veil in the shadow.
look at these damn, look at these goddamn, spoilers though. Part-time hero and teacher. Oh, you know one of them. That's shade, throwing shade to fucking Bakugo. But come on now, people don't know about this right here. I know there's some people out there who don't know about the time skip.
Until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One For All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One For All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
Look what he doing.
First time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant
Look at
robot
this.
in a single blow, on accident.
Why would
Too
they
bad
pair
it
him with
wasn't the only
Spider-Man?
thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One For All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One For All could cause their body to explode, so Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low
Insane
percentages,
IQ.
using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's
Deku IQ so
movements.
nasty.
And with that
Swear to
new
God.
thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from
Shoot style so stupid to me, though. Like-
and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of
Come
a
on now,
punch.
bro. You just use your legs
And
now.
that power would be needed. After
could have
a
been thought of
climactic
that.
battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One For All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One For All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One For All manifested in
This
Deku,
was fire, though.
along with their spirits
Deku having 7
rested
quirks was so
to help
clean.
him in his battle against All For One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance, though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets
Right.
him create a smokescreen, but he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his
That's
body,
like the most
Deku
OP
can
quirk.
unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He
Crazy.
once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm with a... I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target,
Oh,
he
Gear
can
Shift was
control
fire,
its speed
too.
without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him. And this is a dude who can catch light speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his
I didn't even know
cells
that.
become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him, though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
Fire,
Alone
man.
was never
Fire.
where Deku fought best.
When that shit came out in the manga, the Vigilante arc came out in the manga, niggas was eating. I wanted him to stay on that type of time so bad.
So when it came time to finally put that Demon Lord back in hell,
Pete
his
carried the
classmates,
design, too, by the
teachers,
way.
mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered
And I didn't
him
like the
on,
ending, by the way.
because
Didn't
that
like it.
was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku
It was okay.
defeated All For One
I
once
barely
and
liked
for
it.
all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One For All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school, if not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt. He even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends.
They should have put
For as
that
long as we
Deku
keep
versus
reaching out our
fucking
hands to help those in
versus
need,
Miles.
Everyone can be a hero.
It's safe to say that some gacha games on the market take the design and interactivity of their playable characters a lot more seriously.
What game
than
is
others.
this?
And Girls Frontline 2,
I'm gonna leave that right there. Back to the video. The
Hello,
fuck?
it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking. Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Dummy thick.
Man, get back to the vid, bro.
.gg.
I don't want no goddamn merch.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, finally. The actual fucking vid.
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
Listen to his
Alright,
voice.
yeah.
They should have got
First
pills and
lesson,
drink for this shit.
Don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware!
Let's try that one more time.
The fight probably would have been over right there.
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that.
Broke his shit.
Oh, mierda.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
Hey, the nigga who animated this cut up though. Not gonna lie.
If I'm gonna do my best, I gotta do my own thing.
That shit was corny. I ain't gonna lie. That was corny.
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit.
What quirk is that? Bruh.
Go beyond!
I'm sorry. Miles will not be able to clash with him right here.
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
Get the fuck out of here. So he committed to sue?
KO! Vaya con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite
He blew himself up?
surprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the others.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than danger sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles's invisibility was harder for danger sense to detect when he
only used that shit one time.
The spider sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen, but Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light
Deku
speed attacks,
way
which
faster.
actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But
Dude, come
Miles'
here.
powers and fighting
come here.
style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One for All is all about.
When Deku defeated
Obviously.
All for One, the energy needed to part those clouds with this punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all. So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All for One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One for All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
Obviously.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Like, I said that. Like, who thought Miles was gonna win this shit? Like, that's it, bro. That's all for me. You already know who it is, man. It's Stizz. I'm out of here, bro. I'll catch you in the next one. Say that word. Peace.